Hey, so I'm back. Conference and then a wedding. I haven't spoken to you guys for about a week. Stinky is a bit traumatised that I was away for so long, so he's being quite clingy. Stinky, shush while Mum was on YouTube, okay? Anyway, I was so excited to see him. It was like the best thing. The whole way back from the airport, I was just so excited. Anyway, okay, so, well, I've just been away for, well, not long. It's like a week. Conference, and then my little sister got married, and it was wonderful. And well, the like service and the stuff that was wonderful, but weddings are quite stressful. And I think that probably one of the things that makes weddings stressful is just the amount of people. It wasn't stressful for me. I think it's stressful for the bride. Because she's got all of these different sets of family to please, family and friends. And because the wedding was in San Francisco and none of my family lived there, everybody just had to rent Airbnbs, and we all thought it would be a wonderful idea to rent a huge house that we could all stay in together. Well, we thought it would be a wonderful idea. Turns out that 16 people in a 5-bedroom house doesn't work, which when you do the sums, you can probably work that out. I don't know, maybe we were just all massively excited and not thinking very clearly before the wedding. So we had this wonderful it was a nice big house, it was beautiful, but there weren't enough bedrooms, and people were sleeping everywhere, just everywhere you can imagine people sleeping. So there was one bathroom for that amount of people, so it was like, yeah. Anyway, you can probably imagine, quite a bit of tension a lot of the time, quite a bit of arguing, and I sort of expect that sort of event to be quite stressful, so that's all part of it, isn't it? But you know what is wonderful? The one thing for me now that is not stressful at all is the food part, because I remember I've been in plenty of those sort of family situations before, and everybody's stressing about something or the other, or there's usually themes like in this place there were no curtains in a lot of the rooms, so we were sleeping in rooms without curtains in. That's stinky, whatever you can hear, by the way. And the kettle they had this tiny electric kettle, which for 16 British people is just so incredibly difficult for the amount of tea that we drink. And so it was just lots of little stresses like that. And but the food always used to be my secret personal little stress. I'd be worrying about trying to orchestrate what people were eating and trying to get out of eating and trying to always be busy whenever food was served and doing all those things. And it's so wonderful to be able to go to family events, and that really is nothing. In fact, I think out of most of the people there, I'm the least high maintenance when it comes to food. I will just eat anything. When you've got 16 people, often takeout pizza, big pizzas is the easiest thing. And I was just like, we can just eat pizza all the time if that's what's going to be the easiest for everyone. We didn't, because people cooked, but it's just that attitude that makes even relatively stressful situations not have that added layer of stress that happens when you have an active eating disorder. And that means that actually I was more available to help diffuse other people when they were stressing about things and help with the wedding stuff and actually focus on people rather than half of my mind always being worrying about the next meal. So if you've got any family holidays coming up, do your best before then to get that neural rewiring, get yourself nutritionally rehabilitated, get used to eating lots of food. And so it's not a problem and it's not a stress, and it's actually just, well, honestly, the sit down in the meals were the most enjoyable part of this whole thing, sitting down with big family and having a really big sort of, jolly, interactive, screaming, yelling, laughing type of meal. And it's just wonderful to be able to enjoy that without stressing about the food.